Good morning and welcome to the annual Hart Men's Basketball Media Day. I'm your host, Hart correspondent Courtney Jackson. Next up, we welcome four-time defending Hart champion, William Penn University head coach John Henry, alongside CJ Washington. Coach, thanks for joining us today. How's it going over there?
It's going okay.
Going
Day to
okay.
day. Day to day, right, CJ?
Yep.
All you can ask for. Well, you're coming off another successful season for the Statesmen, another Hart Championship, a trip to Kansas City for the national tournament. How important was that success last year to your program, and how excited are you to get this season started?
That's a great question, as always, from you. This year is different because we did lose so many players. The question of the success from last year, it just raises expectations that what we can expect from this year's team, that they need to know that the expectations are very high all the time. No player wants to join our program right now and take a step or two back. And that's a great thing. And we try to make sure they understand that in recruiting and in practice. And they're so tired of hearing me say that. And he could probably attest to that. There's a level, a standard that we've set here. People would be disappointed if we had a bad product on the court. And, you know, that's something that I pride myself in, because before me and my staff got here, there were 19 straight losing seasons at William Penn. And I can make fun of that. You just said, dang. I can make fun of that because I was a player on two of those 19 teams. I won 8 games in 2 years here as a player. If we lose a game or two now, and it may happen this year, but it feels like the sky is going to fall in, and people need to realize that what we've accomplished here is not common. And we're very proud of it. Don't get me wrong. We're very proud of it. But this year we're going to see how the ball bounces.
Yep.
A lot of new people. I mean, I cannot emphasize how much we lost, but we're going to roll on. No excuses.
Yep. Before we get into some of those new faces we're going to be seeing, tell us about CJ, one of your returners, and what he brings to the team and his importance on the team this year.
Well, CJ, and I don't like, talking about him with him this close to me, but he is a dynamic player, two-way player. All the skills: rebound, shoot, dribble. I would say the number one thing about CJ is just his toughness. He's a quiet leader, not real vocal, but by example sometimes. And I've asked him to be more of a locker room guy. Not that I know. I try not to go in there, but in a way, I just need from him. I need a little more leadership, and he's doing that this year. He joined us at semester, and just added so much. And then he was our best player in Kansas City last year in the Sweet 16, and kept us in the game. And we should have won that game. And I was very sad, not only for everybody, but for him, because he had literally carried us. And we are expecting a big year out of him. And he doesn't need to score points all the time. He just needs to play his game, fill up the stat sheet, 8, 5, and 4 with 2 steals, and play 30 minutes and stay healthy and have cool hair.
Well, CJ, tell us about yourself, where you came from, and how you ended up at William Penn.
I'm from Houston, Texas. It's actually my 4th school. So out of high school, I went Division I to Kennesaw. Then I went JUCO. Then I went Division II, and then now I'm here.
So he's a mutt, just like everybody else here.
So yeah, I've been bouncing around my whole career, but
he's a William Penn kid.
But I found a home here, and I like a lot of the fans. A lot of the fans love me, so I became close with a lot of people in the community, and I want to. Last year we won a lot, but we got to put that behind us because it's a lot of new faces. So it's about winning now.
So, CJ, tell me how you hope to contribute to this team as a leader this year. Definitely a new role panning out for you. How do you plan on taking it over?
As a vet in my career, I feel like I'm gonna just try to keep everybody sane. It's gonna be bumps in the road, and it's just about overcoming them. We're never out of the game, no matter what the score is. So I just want to keep everybody level headed and focus on winning games.
One thing that I will say about CJ that is different than some of my quote unquote stars of the past couple of years, and Wade Steinlage is sitting in the room, he can attest to this, is he doesn't fly off the handle. CJ does not, he keeps his emotions all the time. I'm saying that now, you got to do it. He's level-headed almost all the time. And you know, I don't want to say calm, but he just has a chill aspect to him that is really relaxing for everybody else. And I would say that that's one of his greatest attributes too, as a leader, is, hey, it's going to be okay. And then he'll go make a play. So he's a special kid.
Well, Coach, your team gets started in about a week in Chicago. Tell us about what you're expecting to see out of the squad at the Governor State Classic.
I have no idea. I mean, we don't even know what our roster is, CJ, do we? We don't even know who's going to Chicago. And that's, I'm not downplaying that. We don't even know what our roster is. Our sports information director, like I said, Wade Steinlage, does not know our roster. We have media pictures later on today. I don't even know who my starters are. You know, we're still working, and we do have a scrimmage on Thursday, which will, you know, that'll help. I need some guys to separate themselves, but we are very much a work in progress. And I know if the other coaches in the league are watching this, they're calling, you know, bull crap on Henry. He's feeding us a bunch of crap, but no, am I not dead serious?
Dead serious.
Dead serious. We
got a lot to learn, but we're gonna learn through.
Yeah, we're getting better, and it's very fun. It's fresh. It's different. Normally, when I walk into a room or walk into the gym, over the last 10 years, you know, there's been, you know, really great players that are returning. CJ and Javen Brown are my headliners, and no discredit to them, but I'm used to, you know, walking in and having a bunch of dudes. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
All right, well, we'll hold off on the roster questions until you get that figured out. I'll finish off with, you've seen a lot of NAIA basketball, Coach, whether it be in the Heart or nationally. For fans that aren't as familiar with NAIA basketball, talk about the competitiveness and how good of a brand of basketball it's become.
I tell people this all the time, you know, whether it be just random fans or family or my friends from way back in high school, or just whoever, all over the country, I get that question, and they have a lot of people don't understand how competitive it is at the NAIA level. The fact, and I tell the team this all the time, and CJ can relate to this. I say, you know, that might work against so-and-so, but when we get to Kansas City and see LSU Shreveport, it's a whole different animal. Or Our Lady to Lake, Carroll, Georgetown. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out. Not only that, but our league, every night in our league is something else, especially on the road. I mean, so many great coaches, and there has been some turnover to coaches. And I used to say we had all these Hall of Fame coaches. Well, what has happened now in our league is, though, some of those guys have retired and hired these new young guns that are hungry. I mean, like, coming after you. And that's exciting too. And I remember being one of those guys, and now I'm kind of one of the older guys. But it's cool. I mean, it's really fun. And then you continually got guys like CJ here, whether it be a transfer or a developmental high school kid who plays for 4 or 5 years. It's just a great league, and the NAI in general. People who only follow D1 don't understand that this is really high level basketball.
For sure.
And it's a little, having a son who plays Division 1, it's a little more personable when you go to an NAI game because you can sit next to. I mean, you played you played D1.
I played D1 every level.
But here's the thing: is like the fans can, they can talk to you,
right.
and like you said, you become friends with our fans, and that doesn't always happen at that level. But it's very personal at this level, and it's very competitive.
Yes, very, very neat the way NAIA has been able to develop their athletics, and we've seen a lot of competition come out of it. Well, Coach CJ, thanks again for joining us for Media Day, and good luck this upcoming season.
Appreciate it.